Ciao ragazzi, my name is Anthony. Welcome back to Inter Worldwide. I know what some of you are probably thinking. How the hell can you even talk about Serie A right now? Because we have a game against Bayern Munchen in like, what, 12 hours time? Well, I'll tell you exactly how, mate. I'll tell you exactly how. Because this Serie A competition this season just keeps producing the goods. time and time again. It's the most entertaining league in the world. It's the only league that I am devoutly into every single match day, and I'm going to keep bringing it, even though I am that busy at the moment. I did not really think I'd get this out today, but I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it. We're going to go through it nice and quickly. Marvel Lawson is in the chat. It's good to see you. There are 7 of you that have clicked this video right now, and I'm going to get it out of the way nice and quickly. I get it. Look at that. That's a quarterfinal ticket for when we played Manchester United in 1998, 1999. I'm doing a similar video that includes that fixture on my other channel. It's the quarterfinals of the Champions League. For the Inter fans that are watching, and it doesn't do it justice to watch this video without me even mentioning it tomorrow. Yes, we have a Champions League quarterfinal against the biggest team in Germany tomorrow. Yes, we have a Champions League quarterfinal first leg in München. Yes, chicken schnitzel, gravy, sausages, mashed potato, and all. We are in München, and we're there to win. We're there to win. You want to know why? Because we have been shit in Serie A for months. And most games that I have watched for Inter this season in Serie A, there have been more flaws than perks. 100%. I don't care that we're at the top of the ladder. We have been crawling this season domestically because we have seen what this group of athletes feels as though they are entitled to after they get a good victory under their belt. By victory, I mean winning that second star last season. But now, unfortunately, when you think that this team has had multiple opportunities this season to not only run away, but also check themselves and their behavior, they still refuse to do that. And here we are today with drop points against Parma. We'll get into it soon. Checking in as usual from Cheat Central, from Marotta League. The league is rigged. The league is fixed. Inter are going to be champions because the league is fixed and nothing else. It's got nothing to do with accountability of your own clubs. You guys have no power over your future. We are the chosen ones. Make sure that is all very clear. Always addressing the intellectuals at the start of this stream. Matchday 31. Matchday 31. What a match day. For some teams, the perfect match day. For other teams, an absolute disaster. For some teams, a bit of a bit of this, a bit of that. This is one of those fixtures. Empoli nil, Cagliari nil. A dead rubber fixture where Cagliari will be more than happy to collect a point from this match. Empoli will be a little bit unhappy to not capitalize on one of the weaker opponents, especially an opponent that was riding a high from a win the week before. Cagliari basically cemented their spot in Serie A last week. Today was the day where it was possible for it to be reversed. However, it wasn't. Empoli in a head-to-head 6-pointer could have closed the gap to Cagliari and could have put Cagliari about 3 points away from the relegation zone. Instead, Cagliari are still looking behind their shoulder with +6 with 7 games to go. In relegation, it's just too hard to make up those points. +6 is probably what +12 is at the top of the league in that context, and that's just me riling off a number. We're in double digits now. Big up to the 11 people that are here on Inter Worldwide. Make sure you like the video. There's 10 people now, and we're only just starting getting comments. Rick is here. Ciao, Anto. Name of the game's keeping up, not catching up. Ooh, what the fuck? As long as we're doing that, I think we'll live. Scudetto. Keeping up, not catching up. Come on, my G. That just came out of absolutely nowhere. That smacked me like a ton of bricks, bro. Keeping up and not catching up. Come on. Well done. Empoli are still on the ropes. This might work in Inter's advantage because they have Napoli next week. Cagliari are safe. One of the other dead rubber fixtures of this match day was Torino playing out a one-all draw against Verona. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a lot more dead rubber for Torino. You know, dead rubber, Torino and Udinese checking out of the party in March, like I have joked about in this stream multiple times. Verona, on the other hand, a point gained. A point gained. Like, they'll love it. Verona will love that point. That's a game where I actually haven't seen the highlights. So let's do what I do best and basically catch up on Serie A highlights in front of a goddamn screen. Torino 1-1 with Verona. When was this game? It was yesterday, was it? All right, let's go. What happens here? What happens here? Bennett, decent player. Oh, decent curl. He's not half bad. He's one of their decent players. Watch out for him next season. Feels for handball. Oh, that's a handball for sure. Yeah. Ah, Sa with the handball. This has to be the goal for Monty Paul saved the penalty. Suck shit. Far out. You'd really bank on Adam scoring those, eh? So he doesn't open the scoring. Oh, well, bit of a let off for Sa. Bro, Sa just stole the ball off Milinkovic Savic to score, the goalkeeper. Holy shit, what a weird sequence of events. What a weird sequence of events that just happened there. That was strange. Sa is with the handball as the attacker at one end and then scoring the goal and pinching it off the keeper at the end. Don't try and convince me we don't live in a simulation, boys. What a goal. Elmas again. Bro, Elmas has 4 goals since joining Torino in January. 4 goals. He's just class, man. He's like actually class all around, isn't he? Actually class all around. What a decent game of football it looked like. Zanoli got the winner for what's it called? For Genoa, didn't he? You know what, bro? He's actually had a really good few showings this season as well. I think that if he keeps it up next season, they will really see his stock rise. 3 good points for Genoa. 3 good points for Genoa, but Genoa have been safe for a while, haven't they, guys? Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush here. They're a team that I thought would probably struggle a little bit more this season than they have, but they've ground out some really good results, man. I know. I remember when they beat Lecce 2-1. I was impressed with that. And the Udinese result today, just like this match day, it confirms what I've been saying about Udinese. Like teams like Udinese and Torino checked out yonks ago. Absolute country miles ago, these guys checked it out. They don't need to play football anymore. I did see that goal. There's no need to watch it back now. Como beat Monza by 3-1, confirming Monza's status in Serie B next season. Is it really that sad? I don't think it's that sad now because they haven't won a game in God knows how long. And it's just embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing now. It's actually a disaster. Like I can actually go back into their fixtures if I really want to. Should I type them in? Let's do it. Monza fixtures. 3-1 lost to Como, 3-0 lost to Cagliari. You know, they're getting pumped by the easiest teams. 1-1 draw with Parma, 3-2 loss to Inter, played their game of the season against us. 2-0 loss to Torino, 4-0 loss to Roma. Yeah, I haven't seen. Yep, they drew to Lecce. When was their last victory? They haven't won a game this year, have they? Nah. I feel like I've had this conversation already on one of these streams as well. Yeah, they're wank. That's really bad. This is an absolute disaster of a season. Since they beat Fiorentina in January, they haven't been able to grab a win. And yeah, I haven't seen these goals. So let's go for it. Let's go and watch Monza get even more buried into a relegation. It really is a disappointing season now. Only 2 victories altogether and a -30 goal difference. That is a shit season in Serie A with only 15 points at this stage of the season. Rubbish season. Danny Motta needs to get the hell out of there. That's one player that I wouldn't even mind Inter going in for, bro. Go and get Danny Motta as they get relegated. Icone. 1-1. Too easy. Diao scores. Who the hell is number 7? Who's number 13? Who's number 13 for Monza? That was actually pathetic. Pereira. That was pathetic defending from a small guy as well. He just looks out of place everywhere. Paz. Oh, bad miss. Oh, oh, bro, it came off the crossbar and then almost an own goal. Nesta is clapping. I don't know what Nesta's clapping for. He'll be coaching this team in Serie B next season. Maybe he can get them back up. What a goal from Voivoda. What a goal from Voivoda. What a fucking hit. Just absolutely smacks it and hits the top right corner, man. That is actually nuts. That is actually a nuts goal. That's a really, really good goal. Well done to Cornwall for getting the points again. They're 13th in the ladder now, or 12th, something like that. They're definitely safe, and good for them. They're the most impressive by far of the clubs that made it up this season, aren't they? They are absolutely the best team by far. Sometimes in Serie A, you do have those seasons where a couple of teams are able to put together really good performances and stay up, but more often than not, it's one team that survives the cull of coming up from Serie B, and Como are way more deserving of the bunch. Lecce 1, Venezia 1. I thought this was going to be a decent game, but it was really bad. It really reflects where they are on the table, obviously, but you expect it when it's a 6-pointer to just be that little bit better. It wasn't. It wasn't better whatsoever. I did see the goals, so there's no need to go back and watch the highlights, but in terms of the Classifica and where that puts us, well, Venezia, I don't think Venezia are going to survive this. I don't think they are. They have been second last now, 19th for as long as I can remember. They've collected majority of their points through draws. They've got 12 draws this season, but now it's just looking like it's too much, because you should have, if they had beaten Lecce in that game, oh, man, what it would have done for them. Oh, what it would have done for the confidence, the absolute confidence to bridge the gap. Had they won that game, I don't think many people know they would have been 2 points shy of being safe. 2 points shy of being safe. And when you take into account the season that Venezia have had, they've had a rubbish season. In my opinion, they're still the worst team in Serie A. They're the worst. They're the worst. It's not Monza. It's on paper. It's not. It's Venezia, and has been since day one. I have maintained that. I said Venezia would come last at the start of the season, and I still think that they still really could. They still really could. It's not going to happen. Monza are 6 points adrift of that. But, yeah, it's not good for it's not good for Venezia. The point is much better for Lecce than it is for them, but it's still not good for Lecce, because an extra 2 points for Lecce there would have really put a little bit of daylight. Lecce are still within touching distance of relegation. Still within touching distance of relegation, which is absolute madness. I had Venezia, Lecce, and Verona to get relegated this season. It was Venezia who opened the scoring through Zebin, wasn't it? Yeah. But the equalizer for Lecce, you could see it really, really broke the hearts of the Venezia players. It didn't even come that far off the opening goal either. So they weren't ahead for too long, Venezia. And more opportunities missed. Speaking of opportunities taken, though, Luka Jovic finally looks like he's putting a couple away for Milan, albeit in a time where these goals aren't helping them contribute to much. Joshua says Napoli with 2 wins in the last 9 games should have been 1 point. Dude, I can't believe how close they are still to Inter. We've had so many times. Should have been only 1 win. The fact that they've only got 2 wins in 9 games, the 1 win should have been against, like, I don't know who you're talking about, but they should have dropped more points against us as well, against Inter. I'm not too sure who you support, Joshua, but yeah, that's my take. Luka Jovic, though, what about his performance? What about his heroics now? Because Fiorentina and Mose Ken were on the path to absolutely making sure that Cosençao has almost to no hope next season. Now, with Milan, I just wanted to talk, because I feel like I've neglected them a little bit this season. Oh, Fiorentina, no way. Good stuff, bro. It's really, really good to have you here. Really, really good to have you here. Bologna probably should have won in the end, but we'll get to that soon. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Fiorentina Milan game, because I loved how Ken opened the scoring. What was it, like 7 minutes into the game? Just a brilliant ball across goal, and Ken's there to. Oh, it wasn't even Ken. No, that was the own goal first. Ken must have got the second one, yeah? Yeah, Dodò. That's right. It goes out to Dodò, crosses in. Ken scores, and it's 2-0 in 10 minutes. And that's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing from an Inter point of view as well, because we seem to be the only team in the world that Milan are able to win, Milan are able to beat, and it's starting to get incredibly tiresome. We need to get these brothers out of this Coppa Italia and check them, because this is actually ridiculous. Tammy. Abraham scored a goal, though. I wonder if Chelsea fans would ever take him back. I wonder if he would ever cut it in the EPL again. I'm sure if you ask him, he still would. Started to do very well at Roma under Mourinho. I know the Milan fans aren't too crash hot on him, He almost scored an absolute pearler of an overhead kick, or was that Leao? I forget now. But then, Milan equalized, still with plenty of time left as well. It was, who was it? It wasn't Renders that scored the second goal, was it? No, it was Jovic. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, it was Jovic. He was played through on goal, and he actually takes his finish pretty well with his left foot. He puts it around the keeper, I'm pretty sure. Far side, not near side. Sorry, near side. Trying to picture the goal in my head. Yeah, goes through, puts it around the keeper. I remember Fiorentina had a couple of chances after that. They looked the better side after the 2-2, but Milan get the points. Milan get a point in the end, a point that they did not deserve, in my opinion. And for them to be sitting there at 9th in the league, knowing that Champions League is completely out of the equation, it is embarrassing. And I'll be very interested to see what comes of it. I'll be very interested to see the changes that happen in the offseason. I know there's a lot of problems for Paratici entering the country, but they need radical change. It starts at the top by getting rid of Ibrahimovic and a lot of members in that board that just aren't up to scratch with what the weight of that badge at the front of the chest means for the shirt. And even as an Inter fan, I can sit here and look at Milan and go, something radical needs to change, because that's embarrassing. I'd be very embarrassed to be in their position this season versus us. Very embarrassed. Let's move on to our game. I won't talk about it too much because, this is an Inter channel and this is a Serie A show. It is a much shorter show this week. Like I said many times before, Inter had a chance on this match day with Napoli going to Bologna to put breathing space behind us, proper breathing space. +5 with 7 games to go would be breathing space. +3 is nothing. It's nothing. I know that with the goal difference being the second metric for winning the Classifica, if you don't get it on points, because there's no head-to-head, Inter's goal difference will see them over the line against Napoli this season. So I still acknowledge the fact that 2 points really means 3, 3 points really means 4. We're always 1 extra point ahead of what it says on the table, really. But at the same time, you need to be putting daylight these weeks because Inter goes to Bologna. Inter goes to Bologna. We need to go to Munich tomorrow morning. We're in Munich right now. We're in Germany right now. Das ist not good. No. 9. Not good. How are we supposed to go to Munich, come back and do the business against Bologna after Cagliari, and then do Milan in the Coppa Italia again? Not good. Das is not good, Schnitzel face. I'm not happy, man. I can't stand this fixture list. I can't stand this fixture list, man. It is doing my head in. It is doing my head in. Bruv, there is no way that rule has gone into effect before goal difference. Not before goal difference. You cannot do that just based on points. I'm going to look it up right now. If points are tied end of season. There is no way they would do it. Holy shit, I think you're right. I need a second. I need a second, Gab. I need a fucking second. I was today years old when I found this out. You need to give me a second to process this. I didn't know this. I've based a lot of my belief the last few weeks that if we finish tied, it's all good. The only advantage you get is the goal difference of head-to-head games, which wouldn't even matter. It would be How is this possible? How is this possible? How is this rule possible? How is this rule possible? Does any other league do this? Does La Liga do this? Head-to-head goal difference in La Liga. Let's look at the Bundesliga. Have you guys felt my drop in energy, by the way? Have you guys felt my drop in energy? Oh, goal difference in the Bundesliga. What about Liga 1, the Farmers League? Let's see if they have a fucking rule this retarded. Oh, goal difference in Ligue 1 as well. Oh, amazing. What else should we look up? Let's look up the MLS. Oh, tiebreakers. So we've Americanized Serie A. I cannot believe that there is a tiebreaker over goal difference and head-to-head. If any of the regulars watch this, I want you to realize just how much this has impacted me. This changes so much for my perception of the title race. This whole time I've been looking at us a game ahead, counting us 2 games ahead, like I calculated many, many times over the years when we won the Scudetto. Rick, the accent is the least. I can't, oh my God. Oh my days. Yeah. I'm dead inside after that comment, Gab. I'm absolutely dead inside after that comment. I can't believe it. Let's finish the show. Fucking hell. Roma 1, Juve 1 in a really good battle for top 4 that's going on at the moment. Fucking hell, bro. Actual playoff, man. You've got to be shitting me. You have got to be shitting me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't watch it. There's no way I'd watch it. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch it. I wouldn't watch it. I'm telling you right now, I would not watch it. I would not watch it. There is no way I would sit in front of that game against Conte's Napoli. There is no fucking way you could get me in front of that game. I hope a lot of the regulars watch this back and stick around to this moment to see me. It's straight to penalty shootouts as well. No extra time. This would be the worst way to decide a title in the history of deciding titles. This would really, really put a dent in what I know about traditional Italian football. Let's just hope to true God that this doesn't happen. Let's just hope to whoever you believe in the sky that this happens. This doesn't happen. Roma 1, Juve 1. In a good game, I actually was able to watch the full 75-minute replay of that game. That was a really good game for me. I think that a lot of the Juve players played well. I think a lot of the Roma players played well. Ranieri is now 15 unbeaten. 15 unbeaten, the Tinker Man is. He's got Roma up to 53 competition points now. I know their points off the top of my head. I know they're almost within touching distance of 4th. They're like 4 points away, aren't they? This is absolutely mesmerizing stuff from Roma. And the fact that Lazio got 3 points, which we'll get to in a second, this top 4 race is off its tits. It is off its head. Bro, if Juve and Milan miss out on Champions League, it is, bro, anyone who misses out on Champions League going forward is finita. You don't get Champions League exposure going forward. You might as well just golf for 5 years at this point, man. So I know that Milan aren't making Champions League. That's them done for the next 2-3 years, by the way. They won't touch Inter with a 5-foot pole at the top of Serie A for the next 2 years. If Juve can get the fuck out as well, if Juve can get the hell out of Champions League as well and miss out, we don't even have to worry about them for a while. And the fact that the other clubs behind us aren't as big as Juve and Milan, honestly, Juve missing the Champions League would be huge for us. Huge for us going forward. Like, it actually hurts in my chest. Like, it actually hurts. I'm not kidding. I'm 32 years old now. I can get chest pains this young. Inter needs to make sure to win and not draw. Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do in every single game now. But decent result for both teams because they both really, really needed a point. To give the other team 2 points would have been an absolute shocker. Going forward, it's going to be a slugfest between Atalanta, Bologna, Juve, Lazio, Roma, and maybe even Fiorentina. I'm not going to stay on these games too long. I'm just going to talk conceptually about the top 4 because at this point, it doesn't really matter what opponents you're playing. All that matters is how many points, how you get at the end of every single game. And right now, that goal from Isaacson is going to be absolutely huge. I did not see that goal, actually. That is one game I still haven't watched the highlights of, and that's a big game. Let's check that out right now. Atalanta were home as well, eh? drop kicks. Getting eliminated from Europe was the worst thing that happened to them. They have tanked their ass in the back end of the season. Isaacson gets the goal. Bajiru. Good hit. Kaniseki forced into a save. Chance for Atalanta 50 minutes into the match. Lookman holds the ball up. Good ball. Kolasinac. What a save! Bro, man, that's like the best save I've seen in a long time. Holy shit, he didn't even mean to save it. That's a shit finish. That's a good save, bro. That's a good save. Isaacson. Right off a goalkeeper clearance as well. Big goal. Big goal. Big goal. What's going on, M6, bro? Wait till you watch this back, man. You are going to see my heart break at one point at the end of this show with the information that I was given tonight. I cannot believe this joke, this shit that is going on in Serie A, man. I cannot. Oh, my days. We're going to lose this league, bro. We're going to lose our favorite league, I'm telling you. Bologna won. Napoli won. In a game that had me up at 5 o'clock this morning scrolling through live score. In a game that had me hedging funds on Bet365. Oh, man, I needed this result because I swear to God, had Napoli hung on for that result, it would have been a bad day. But I'll keep saying what I've said since he signed for the club. Sombongisa. Sombongisa is a real motherfucking G. He still has not renewed his contract, I don't think. Bro, this guy is one of the best players in Serie A. He's so good. He's out of contract. He's out of contract. They have not renewed. He probably thinks he's good enough to go back to the Prem, and guess what he is? But we should be doing everything we can to nab up Sombongisa. Sombongisa. It's even a fun name to say, Sombongisa. That's why I say it all the time. Bologna. Great point for them. Castro. Could have buried it right at the depth. And Doi, stock is rising. Bologna, fourth. Still fourth, you know. So remember last week we went through all the fixtures that were listed and, you know, who had the easy ones, who had the hard ones, blah, 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 blah. Did any results surprise us this week? Atalanta, Lazio could have gone either way. No surprises. Bologna, Napoli could have gone either way. No surprises. Juve, Roma could have gone either way. No surprises. Inter, Parma, surprise. Milan, Fiorentina, no surprises. I guess out of all the teams at the top, Inter lost the match day. Inter's the only team that lost the match day out of the top 8 teams. Fiorentina's draw with Milan is not a loss for them. Roma's tie with Juve isn't either. Lazio got 3 points. Juve's tie isn't a loss for them. Bologna's tie isn't a loss for them. Actually, you know what? Atalanta lost the match day. Inter did not lose the match day. Atalanta lost the match day. Because now Atalanta are probably going to miss out on UCL. And for a team that was fighting in Champions League, fighting for the title, they've got 3 points out of their last 4 points out of their last 15. They suck donkey balls. Atalanta's fall from grace is huge, and it's going to happen. I'm telling you right now, mid-table next season, the Gasperini era is over. It is over. Atalanta are finished. M6 says, I'm very worried about the league. Napoli has the easiest schedule. Facts. Bayern, yeah, bro, we know. Oh, trust me, we know. Will Conte bottle the Scudetto? 2 wins in 9 games, playing once a week. See, Joshua knows what's going on as well. He knows that Conte still has a job to do. Same way we have a job to do. All right, last bit of the show. Classifica up on the screen, sharing with you right about now. Oh, man. Inter, top Serie A still at the moment on 65 competition points. Sorry, on 68 competition points with 7 games to play. Napoli 3 points behind on 65. And I can't believe that you just told me that we go to a playoff. I have been banking on this fact that being a game ahead will be enough. God, that shits me. Napoli second on 65. Atalanta third on 58. Bologna fourth, 57. Juventus fifth, 56. Lazio 6, 55. Roma 7, 53. Fiorentina 8, 52. Milan 9th, 48. God, Milan are shit. Torino 10-40. Udinese 11-40. 12th is Genoa on 38. 13th, you have Como on 33. Verona 14th on 31. Cagliari on 30. The little gap starts underneath Cagliari now. The relegation separation. Relegation separation is what we're calling it. Parma, 16th position on 27 competition points. Lecce are 17th on 26, and the relegation zone is occupied by Empoli, Venezia, and Monza on 24, 21, and 15 points, respectively. It's going to be a horrendously stressful run-in. Bro, honestly, I don't blame anybody in that. I blame everybody. I don't blame anybody. I blame everybody. I blame the players. I blame Inzaghi. I blame everything. I blame the fixture congestion. It is what it is at the moment, man. Pointing fingers is not going to help us at the moment. Results are results, brother. Zeki, we just got to keep moving on, bro. We just got to keep moving on game by game. We play in Munich in 11 hours. 11 hours, bro. 11 hours. We play in Munich. Like, can you actually believe that we have a quarterfinal in the Champions League against Bayern Munich in 11 hours? Get pumped. Get psyched. Come on, Anthony, get psyched. I mean, what the f is it for supporting Inter if you can't get to April and get to a quarterfinal in the Champions League? Everyone in the country would swap positions to be us right now. See, I can still have those little moments. Those little moments. Little moments. What are you guys saying? How many people do we have sticking around? We end up with 16 people here right now. Joshua says, the audacity of the Milan fans calling them to win the title at the start of the year. Milan fans are a very special breed, my friend. I'm sure you know that very well. Yes. Oh, Bisek. Ooh, Bisek, bro. I've got a bone to pick with him. For all of his skillful attributes and characteristics, he is caught out of position all the bloody time. Christian, it's good to see you. Make sure you rewind the video, bro. I know that you will. Like, oh, man. I don't know. I don't know, bro. But all we can do is be, be confident and happy at the fact that we're still in play for everything this season. Absolutely everything. And, last game. That's let's go in German. Last game tomorrow in Munich. Schnitzel, mashed potato, beer, and all. This Bayern team is battered. This Bayern team is bruised. They are injured, and I don't care. We need to be able to take advantage of it. Let's look at some predicted lineups. We finish off with predicted lineups. We finish off with predicted lineups for tomorrow's blockbuster. Watch this team turn into Superman tomorrow, this Inter team, because, we are just taking Serie A game by game, but watch this team. The predicted lineup for Bayern Munich tomorrow is Erbig, who, by the way, is yet to concede a goal in the Champions League since replacing Manuel Neuer. There's a fun fact right there. Konrad Laimer is expected to take the right-back position, but he's seen more playing time at this point of the season now because they have had injuries. Eric Dyer, the former Tottenham player, is expected to start tomorrow, which is very interesting, alongside Kim Min-jae. Who's still probably been their best centre-back this season overall. Rafael Guerrero is to start left-back. Their midfield consists of Kimmich, Goretzka in the central of the park. Still two very good players, borderline world-class players, so they're not missing out on much there. Michael Elise is going to be playing as well. He hasn't scored in the Champions League yet. He'll be looking to score with a lot of their attackers out. Moya, Sane, and Kane. Now, two of those players are hanging on loose legs. Moya and Kane. Let's see what happens. Let's see if both of them start. Let's just see who starts, man. And we know for sure there's no Davies, no Upamecano, no Musiala, no Neuer. But, at the end of the day, for us, there's no Dumfries. There's no Zielinski. And you know what? I just read today there's no Taremi either. Not that we like him at the moment, but still. We're going with Zoma, Pavard, Acerbi, Bastoni, Darmian, Barella, Hakan, Mkhitaryan, Di Marco. Probably. He'll have to deal with Elise on the wing. He's not going to deal with him well. I almost want Augusto to start this game. Thuram and Martinez up top. A few things that Inter are going to have to be key and watch out for tomorrow. Zoma needs to be very, very sharp and watch out for some sharp turns and shots from Sane and Kane. Pavard, Acerbi, and Bastoni need to be nearly perfect. Bastoni has been amazing this season. For Acerbi, he's such an anchor, and I really do think that Pavard is the right man in this game, considering his history and the club that he came from before that. Newsflash, it's the team that we're playing against tomorrow. Barella, amazing. Our vice captain. Hakan will probably get subbed tomorrow because, to be honest, he hasn't been running on fresh legs. Hakan has not been running on fresh legs at all. Guys, that's going to be it for today, yeah? I know it was a little bit messy all over the place, but hey, at least we got this one out. You guys need to keep an eye out on the channel, especially over the next 4 to 5 days. I've got an announcement video coming out probably tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on when I get it up, about some really good kits that you can access as well. That's it for Matchday 31. That's it for me. My name is Anthony. Forza Inter. Forza Inter Worldwide. Ciao ragazzi.